Hey everybody, this is Rich and Katie, down on the river. Of course, Rich's River Smokers, West Virginia. Today, what we're going to bring for you is just we had our second KCBS comp at the Interstate BBQ Festival in Hagerstown, Maryland this past weekend, and I didn't get a whole lot of footage, if anything, actual at the competition. It's so tough to get that stuff, so we didn't do too bad. You know, I'm going to say this right now, right off the bat. I'll go ahead and let this know to you that we did do good in several categories. I'm not going to let a cat out of the bag yet, but I know we were standing there, and I can't remember his name. Yeah, I can't. I was standing there after a cook, and this guy walked up to me. He's from Colombia. And if you're watching this, I'm sorry. I know you'll probably see this. I don't remember your name, so could you put it, if you want to see this video, could you put it in the comments below? Because I do not remember your name. I will post a picture of him within the clips here in a little bit. So I did get some pictures of our rig, but I got no footage of anybody else's rigs. So I'm kind of disappointed in myself. But, so... okay, let's go ahead and enjoy the picture and the footage that I've gotten for you. I'm sorry it's not much, but I'll see you when I come back. Good morning, everybody. This is Rich. Rich's River Smokers, West Virginia. But today, we're River Smokers, West Virginia barbecue team. We're heading out, just left the house. We're heading out to the Interstate Barbecue Festival, KCBS barbecue competition over here in Hagerstown, Maryland. And we are going to see how we do against this stacked field. We're going to see a couple teams that we saw from the Ironman in Greencastle, Pennsylvania. We're going to see a couple of those guys, and the field is stacked, even for the backyard teams. So this is going to be a little bit bigger than the Ironman, so we're going to probably get a little more footage in this. So I got everybody behind me. You really can't see them back there. But we're going to get back up with you here in a little bit when we get over there and we get set up. All right, everybody, we're set up. We got our banner on. We got our cooks meeting coming in 15 minutes. We'll go ahead and take the tour. Living room, kitchen. We got our refrigerator. We got everything ready to go. The old 270. And there's the pit barrel cooker. We're going to be cooking a pork butt on that thing for people's choice. So, me and Miss Katie's getting ready to go to the... Oh, wait a minute. Here's Mr. Havens. Do you remember Jonathan? Three Crosses Barbecue to be here. Let's see where here he is. He's in the pisser. Let's take it out. There he is.
Oh, freaking job. That's great. What's up?
What's up, man? I'm just doing a quick little shot here. So there's the rig, and after a cook's meeting, we'll take a little walk, and we'll do some looking around. So we'll see you then. Good morning, everybody. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, and we are cooking. And I'm talking pretty soft because it's pretty quiet around here. Not all the generators sound because we have electrical hookup through a big generator that's nice and quiet. So what we got going on now is the pork butt's on. We are getting ready to wrap it at 165 probably. And we are at focus 160, and we are allowed to use a stand thermometer, but I have grown accustomed just to use my Thermopops and my ThermaQ, but I got my chef alarm on backup, and we are underway. When we wrap our pork butt, we're going to cut our money muscle off, and we just wrapped our brisket, which I'm surprised the brisket flat cooked so quick. It's real thin this time. I hope hope it turns out for me. So, with that being said, here's the setup. Yeah. Frigidaire. So, we're gonna try to get to take a walk. We got a little busy yesterday. Oh, and the People's Choice pork butt, which we have to do, is done, of course, on the pit barrel cooker. And it's the first time we're going to pork butt on the pit barrel cooker. So I'm going to try to get some good footage for you guys as we roll on with this cook. So hang with me. I'm sorry that wasn't a lot of footage, but I hope you enjoyed what we had. And then boxes looked a lot better than we did in Iron Man, didn't it, babe?
Yeah.
So now what I'm going to give for you is the results of how we turned out at the Interstate Barbecue Festival in Hagerstown. We did take the 270 smoker and the pit barrel cooker because we had to do a mandatory People's Choice pork butt, which was supplied by the organization. So, and I just kind of injected and just threw a rub on it because it was People's Choice. Not that I didn't care, but you know, just wasn't my comp butts. So to knock it out, I put it on the pit barrel cooker. Just put it on the grate, and I should have done a video because Miss Katie, when we were tearing it apart, said that was one of the best pork butts that I've fixed, and that was on the pit barrel cooker. So, how do you want to hand me that? Some of you may have already seen this if you follow us on social media, but we got third place.
You can't read it.
Can't read it at all.
There, right there. You can kind of, yeah, you
Kind of see it. Well,
yeah,
I'll put one of your pictures at the end of it or something. Or they may have already seen that, so send me that picture.
All right.
All right. So here's what we got. It's like a little medallion on a necklace for third place People's Choice pulled pork. And we're very proud of that. That's our first call of the season. And that every team that was there, pro and backyard, had to turn in a pork butt. So there was 89 teams that turned in pork butts. We were third place. I'll take that. So let's get to the meat. Yes, you see these cards once again, and those who are doing backyard and you feel the need that you might want to go pro, you're used to seeing these probably your first year. I've seen a lot of them. So let's go ahead and get it over with. Now we got 19th place in chicken, and I'm telling you what, that was probably some of the best chicken that I've actually made. But there is a card, and I got two 999s, which is very good, and I ranked second on the table. So let's go ahead and I got a 169, a 168 on my chicken this time. So this judge here gave me a comment, found that 9 for appearance, 7 for taste, and 8 for tenderness. He said, otherwise tasty chicken, less salt. So he thinks it's a little too salty. So, you know, they're different, but still nonetheless, 9, 7, 8. I'll take that, of course. So, I don't think there's any more chicken comments. No. All right, I was happy with and of course there's 67 pro teams. So this is out of 67. We got 19th place chicken with a 168. I'm very happy with that. Katie did a wonderful job on the kale, as she always does. And that's her thing. Huh?
I said shank it.
Yeah. All right, now, for our ribs, we got 12th place pork ribs out of 67 teams. And we got this is with my best score yet on ribs, and I think it's a 170 something. So let's see. Yeah, it's got 12 plays with a 170.8688. That was our best score yet on ribs in our competition career. I'm very happy with that, and we did really well in those categories. And now here is the surreal tale of the forbidden pork butt. As you know, at Ironman, okay, I know you get nice. At the Ironman, I kind of bombed pork pretty good again because it was tough. It was chewy. Now this time, I got a 56 place pork with a 157, I believe. Oh, actually, pork ribs. Yeah, pork ribs. Hold on, there was a comment for pork ribs. I got a 997 from this judge, and this judge said 9 on appearance, 9 on taste. They look great, and he loved the taste. However, he said tasted great, but the piece I had was chewy. And I'm gonna tell you what, you can ask Katie. These things are about ready to fall off the bone, and I don't know really how much more tender you can get without pulling the bones out and having a McRib. So that's kind of puzzling. So we'll leave that to go with that. Now pork, I was a little disappointed about pork because my money muscle took a little too much smoke, and the judge told me they gave me a 978. Said he liked the appearance. The taste was 7. This is where he disliked unknown flavor. Too much bitter smoke on money muscle. What happened was I was under the impression that you couldn't remove the money muscle and wrap it back up and put it back in. However, you can do that. So I left it on a little too long. It took a little too much smoke, and that's what hurt us in pork butt. And believe it or not, in the competition KCBS Pro world, or any competition world, that could be the difference between 56th place and like 15th. Believe it or not, the scoring is that tight. So that's all the yellow cards. So we'll move on to brisket. Got a 34th place out of 67 teams in brisket with a 162, I believe, with a 162.8228. So that's better than Ironman. We got a 37th place up in Ironman, and there's no comment cards. But if I have to look at my scores at 888, 988, 988, 877, it looks like the appearance and the taste and the tenderness, my brisket needs a little work. So that's where it's at. If we get the pork butt and the brisket up into the teens, we'll be all right.
No.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this. And our next competition is at Twin Valley Fire and Smoke in Morgantown, Pennsylvania. I'll leave the link to that I'll leave the link to that if I can in the description box below. It's ran by Sandy Fulton that runs the BBQ we went last year. I love Sandy. Sandy, if you're watching this, girl, a little love for you. And I think that's it, honey. Anything you want to add to it?
No?
No?
No.
So, guys,
Unless you want to talk about the twins.
climbing the rock wall.
Climbing the rock wall and hitting the buzzer.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was a big accomplishment for the twins. Good Dodge and Grace climbed the rock wall and they hit the buzzer. I missed it because I couldn't. I was doing the cooking thing. So, I guess, guys, I hope you find these videos informative, and for those who want to dabble in the competition world, do it your own dismay. It's really fun. I know that I enjoy it. I know that Katie and the kids have fun because of the event. And I think that Katie enjoys it because she's part of everything. She's my support and my friends. I can't thank anybody enough. I can't thank my subscribers, my support on YouTube enough. This whole thing, I thought last year was surreal. This year looks like it's going to be a good year. I hope so. Let's feel good. I feel good about this thing. So guys, I hope you liked the video. I know I'm rambling. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up. Now, sorry it's been a while. So I had to take a little bit of a hiatus to take care of April's 2 comps. So now we're back to 1 a month, and I should be able to catch up on some videos. So all my information will be in the description box below. Hit show more. And share with your friends and family. And when you do, what do you tell them, baby?
Tell them the best barbecue comes from the river.
Damn straight. We'll see you on the next one.